Welcome to Retro Sports Gamer Channel. I'm Tim Kitzrow from NBA Jam and Mutant Football League, NFL Blitz, and a few other games. Boom shakalaka! Kaboom! Let's go!
Greetings, Tecmo Super Bowl fans. It's Trojan1979, and welcoming you to the Retro Sports Gamer channel. It's the playoffs. We're going to go balls Holstein on this. Double elimination phase. These are the early games here in the double elimination phase. The games prior to this that you would have seen were single elim, and that means if you lost, you were out. If you won, you're still in this thing. We're entering this phase with 17 competitors. We have a match between Purple Haze and Tadeos. Before I get into that, let's welcome in our color commentator, Fast Ed from the Detroit Kumite. How you doing?
Detroit, Rock City. Hey, this is the playoffs, baby. Double elimination. You lose, you're still in it. Cotton, back to you.
All right, so let's switch over to the matchup. We got the Cardinals. We got the Jets. Trojan up here.
Classic.
There's my camera. I move my camera, and I keep doing this. Eddie's down there, and do you have a favorite when you pick these two, or when you see this matchup called?
Yeah, I used to prefer the Jets, but their quarterback is so bad. Phoenix. I used to prefer Phoenix, but their quarterback is so bad, I prefer the Jets now. Al Toon is kind of the best player on the field, and you can kind of single-handedly win the game by chucking it up to him every time if you really need to. So defenses are pretty even, too, on both these teams.
Visekahema near the goal line takes this one out to the 10 and taken out of bounds at the 19, first down and 10. Go ahead.
I'm so sick of Hema.
Actually played for the Packers in 1991. Second down and 9. So just for the viewers, there are no gadgets. This is the standard TPC tap meter ROM that's used in all pickup games and standard online formats. So third down and 5. Teams are selected by the coin toss winner. That was Purple Haze. Tadeos had first pick of these two teams. He took the Jets with McMillan on defense here. Go ahead.
You know, it is about as even a matchup as you can get. Johnny Johnson's the star player on the Cardinals, Al Toon the star player on the Jets, and it looks like the Cardinals' Purple Haze is going to be running the ball quite a bit, which he should. The quarterback sucks. Rosenbach is one of the worst in the game. This is probably an interception.
Oh, my goodness. So he goes for the wide receiver 2, Roy Green. Overthrow on pass 4. He picked up the first down on a run 3 on the play before that. And now from the pro set, he has Wolfley and Johnson in the backfield here. He has the no race bias. Third down and 5. The double hidden stat connection here. So Rosenbach with his 19 MS.
Nobody's open.
And it's deflected by the defender Tadeos, now forcing Purple Haze into a 4th and 5. Who's going to go for it?
This is what playoffs are all about.
Playoffs?
4th and 5. In your own territory at the 37, 36, you go for it.
It's like
Why
a Belichick move, right? Tap, tap, tap. Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
Tadeos
19.
bringing that East Coast tapping culture.
Wow. 19, Steve Eiserman tap number right there.
Toon with a terrible throw there on that curl, second down and 10. Tadeos dodges a bullet there.
Toon, yeah.
McDonald across the formation. He's not the faster of the two, but he does have good INT. And third down and 4.
Hector from Better Call Saul. Nice run there.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, what a move. What a move.
All right, first down and 10 for Tadeos.
He knew he was going to be stopped if he kept going on that path on the run down there, and he cut it up the middle for the first down.
Single back formation, pass 1 is the call. Brian doing it with his leg, second down and 5. Looking at that, you know that play is coming. There are no other single back plays in the playbook.
Yeah.
Brian dancing around, arrow trick, and it is picked off. Purple Haze got back.
What a wasted opportunity. He was dancing around with a drone around him, and he just chucked it up into the end zone on an arrow trick and risked it all, and that's what happens. Look at this.
Yeah, we got a covered catch to Ernie Jones.
Oh!
I don't know if you didn't see him because of the flashing, but he was not open, not even close. First down and 10 for Purple Haze.
I thought that was going to be picked. The guy was standing right there. Rosenbach threads it in there. Holy moly.
Oh, he's going to go up top to Wolfley.
He's
He's
open.
got him.
He's open.
Oh, and looks like Stargell gets over. Tony Stargell with the pick, first down and 10.
Wow. The drone came out of nowhere because he was open. The drone must have come from down all the way up and picked it off. Well, you don't see that every day, especially in this game. Boy, this is a battle of
Anybody want a turnover?
Battle of the terrible quarterbacks right now. Going deep, why not?
Wants the Wisconsin
worked so
Badger
far.
L-tune, and wow, that's like the longest.
It's worked so far.
That's like the worst
Well,
pass I've ever seen. Grogan thought that was ridiculous.
After one, there's 2 completions in the game that I know of, and they're both to the other team.
Second down and
That's
10
awful.
here with the offset eye and going up the middle here. Johnny Hector hesitated, and the blocking broke down, third down and 9.
Now, the run game has been working for both teams somewhat, but they kind of went away from it. And now he's going back to it. Oh, and he got the first down. After a first and 10 overthrow, I would have, keep running it. Why not until he stops it?
I'm
Just
a bit
keep going.
confused. Tadeos has the taps. That's been established, so I'm not sure why he's afraid to meet Purple Haze in the hole there. But here goes Thomas.
There you go.
Zigging, zagging. Across the 50 to the 40. Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. First down to Deos.
You said it. He can out-tap him. Now he realizes it. He's successfully running the ball. And here he goes with a pass.
And running it with
There you
O'Brien. We saw him force
Quick
it before.
Quick 7.
Offset eye formation
another
from the
good
top
drive.
hash mark.
He's going to cut it up the middle. Nope. He now knows he can out-tap the crap out of him, and there you go. He doesn't
He's
going to
house this one.
around.
Touchdown to Deos.
Since this may be the only touchdown we see of the game, that is a blockbuster play of the game, sponsored by Blockbuster Video. The only one left on Earth is in Bend, Oregon.
Thanks, Bend, Oregon. 7-0.
I pronounce the state wrong or differently every time. Depends on where you're at in the Midwest, I guess.
Oregon.
Oregon, like a piano. I'm sick of him.
Yeah,
Oh, he
so
fumbles!
is Purple Haze as he puts it on the ground, and Tadeos takes over. 7-0 here. And Purple Haze in a rough spot. Get out of
Purple
bounds,
Haze
folks. 2 rules in
is
Tecmo.
so
Get out of bounds
sick
and
of
don't.
him.
And no sex 9 months before your favorite tournament.
Wow.
Second down and
Purple
4.
Haze is definitely now sick of him and may never play him again.
Now, he's a decent
That's
option
brutal.
in the receiving game, too.
He's
Depending on-
he's a decent player in this
Oh.
game, but
Purple Haze got bumped. Here comes Hector. Can he beat the pack? He does. Into the end zone. Touchdown to Deos. Takes a 2-touchdown lead.
let's look at the replay there. On defense, he came in and he goes boop, and fell down.
I didn't realize the Lions were
Caused
playing.
the running back to have a wide open lane to the end zone for the 14-0 lead. Well, that's
I have a new idea. Let's do the replay with a crayon.
that's all I could really do. Is I just have the Lions figure. I could only do a replay with that.
You know, I have seen some other streams go with that replay feature. Maybe that's something that we'll introduce. But right now, I guess you can always go backwards in time.
You can do a replay feature? That'd be cool.
Oh, yeah, it's a little script, apparently. I know Kyle Floto does it. I think they might even do it. I think the Hoff does it from time to time. So maybe a future upgrade for GBLAN tournaments. Nice run 3 by Purple Haze, down 2 scores. Needs to get something on the board before the end of half here.
Who's Johnny, you say? Give him the ball.
And up the middle, 50.
Who's Johnny?
45.
Who's Johnny? Oh! Who's Johnny?
That reference is
Short
lost on me,
circuit,
but
by
to
the
the
way,
41,
that's what
first down.
Really? That's
yeah.
a famous song by El DeBarge. El DeBarge from the movie Short Circuit, 1980 something.
I saw Short Circuit. I don't remember the song. Nice
Oh.
software.
Yeah, the robot sang the song in the movie too.
Oh.
Picked off!
We'll see. He's not going to go for the 3 here. He's going for it all.
You know what? I agree with this. You have to. You can't get 3. Oh, it's called it, but he could hit the end zone. It is deep enough. No.
And
it's
incomplete
right in the
over his
arms
head.
of Jets.
14-0 here.
But, both teams have been running the ball well. But the turnovers have really, really hurt the Cardinals more because he just can't move the ball beyond running. He can't out-tap them, and the passing game is non-existent. And it's going to be tough to come back here. Real tough. Luckily, it's double elimination tournament or bracket.
Well, you know, 14
this might
down.
be his first elimination.
You're down 14, but you're not out of it. I mean, we've seen worse, or we've seen more comebacks in this tournament already. So let's give him his chance to see this out.
He's definitely a good player. It's just he's down 14. Jets get the ball first here. He's running the ball at will pretty much. The Jets, he can out tap them. He needs a turnover. I mean, he really needs a 14-0 turnover here and to get it to 14-7. That's crucial. So we'll see. Tecmo giveth, Tecmith taketh. We'll see what happens.
Lonnie Young on defense. Pass 2 is the call. Going down to Blair Thomas. I think I recall he was in good condition.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to all the transactions there.
He looks like he's moving a little bit better here. And the first down on that run 3 for Tadeos. Single back formation. This will be pass 1.
Come on, throw it up to Toon versus Young. Why not? Throw it deep.
Wants Rob Moore.
Young,
kind of a weird.
Young. Oh.
So basically, you're playing the high-low game there. You either go up top, deep, or you set it to the stationary down below, and you have to make the defender pick one.
Exactly.
And incomplete there. So Tadeos looking at third down. Purple Haze needs to stop here. Gets to force a fourth down.
If Forever Young could get an interception, my goodness. Look at that blocking. Nice cut.
So
now,
4th and 2. Here we go.
Whew. He knows if he gets this, it's going to be almost impossible for the Cardinals to come back to win. But if he doesn't get it, he's really giving the Cardinals a great opportunity to only have to go 30 yards.
Call play.
And he called the play!
You know, I know this is hindsight here. I probably would have punted that just given the lead and how inept Purple Haze has been on offense.
Exactly, because clock is a factor. He hasn't moved the ball really at all, and you have to make him drive the whole field. That is a blockbuster defensive play of the game right there. He had to have it. He got it. Sponsored by Blockbuster Video of Bend, Oregon. Now he's fiddling with his lineup a little bit.
Oregon.
Did I say Oregon again?
Yeah, it's 2 syllables. Oregon.
One of these days, I'm going to say Oregon, like I just did. Toss sweep. Johnny Johnson. Who's Johnny? Can't out-tap him. 7. You might as well not even press the button if you can only get 7. You might as well just take your hand off the controller.
You never know. Tadeos might slip or something.
Yeah, well.
Sikahema with a reception to the 22. Purple Haze in good position here. Needs to capitalize.
This is crucial. This is good. He went for it all. I like it. 4th and 2. Failed to get it. That was a huge decision. And it could come back to cost him. I mean, that's coaching, you know. He knows if he gets it, he probably wins the game. If he doesn't, he lets his opponent have a chance to come back in. I love those coaching decisions. It's tough.
And Tom Tupa throws it out of the back of the end zone, 3rd down 11. Kevin Cabarello, ears perked up there.
The only difference is he doesn't have to have a press conference after the game to explain his coaching decisions.
Tupo dancing around, trying to get closer, make this 4th and manageable, 4th and 6.
I like that. Now he has the option to run or pass instead of probably a dead nuts pass on 4th and 10.
Goes a pass 1. He's playing the high-low game. He's going to try to get it. He's near the marker. He's got it. First down, Purple Haze, keeping his dream alive. 1st and goal from the 8.
He's got to score here.
Single back formation. Yeah. Here's a run 3. It's called. Pick play, takes a loss. 2nd and goal from the 11.
I mean, I'm not going out on a limb and saying he must score on this drive, but it's pretty obvious to anybody watching.
Pass 1. Got the first down with this last time. He
Everybody
called it back
open.
in the end zone. Ernie Jones, cannot complete the pass. That ball needed to come out sooner, and that's tough on that route. Bird on defense. Going right back to it here. Going to keep it on the ground. Tupa near the end zone. Taken down as we enter the 4th quarter. Really would have liked to score there.
He couldn't extend the ball over the line. But
So this
He's
is
got
essentially
1
the
year to
ball
go.
game here.
He's got 8 plays he can call, so he probably scores if he doesn't call his play.
Play is called.
my.
Still makes the end zone.
Oh!
Touchdown, Purple Haze. Digs deep down and gets it.
That was not at all not easy. I tell you that. That is brutally tough.
Well, he was able to sneak it in up top there. I don't know how much Lewis Sharp held up there, but Sikahema with the touchdown. And Tadeos, all the pressure's on him now.
Sikahema made up for that fumble earlier right there.
Freeman McNeil out of the end zone, breaks the tackle, taken down short of the 15.
You've got to get out of bounds there. You cannot risk a fumble. You cannot. I mean, player 2, kickoff, that's where they happen so much.
And McNeil's in bad, too. I'm confused why Baxter wasn't back there.
Yeah.
I believe he's the best return guy.
I'm going to tell you, but that was high percentage of a fumble there as you would ever see possibly on a kickoff, and it didn't happen. All right, first down. He's running with the quarterback. Why not?
So, yeah, pass 4 was the call, and second down and 3, and Tadeos just wants to take as much clock off as possible. Maybe end with a field goal or touchdown. Basically not give Purple Haze enough time to come back. He's going to throw up to Altoon, and this is very risky. Does get the JJ in between 2 defenders, and out of bounds immediately. Wisely goes to Deos. The risk pays off. First and 10.
That is a textbook JJ right there. Textbook JJ.
Young breaks the tackle, or blocker, excuse me, and after Tadeos takes him down, second down and 6.
So Tadeos was trying to stay in bounds there to kill the clock, but again, it's a huge risk. I've seen fumbles happen in this situation where you're trying to run out the clock and you're in territory where all you need is a field goal to ice it. Like right here.
The risk is palpable. Third and 4.
Wow. I mean, he's playing with fire. He's not getting burned though. Got him open. Oh, he's bobbing and weaving. O'Brien.
Arrow trick back in the end zone, incomplete. Very dangerous.
Wow.
I just don't see a situation where you let that ball go.
Exactly. I mean, at that point.
Well, here's a double tap, and the kick is good. This is going to be difficult for Purple Haze. He needs a score and an onside.
I tell you, Purple Haze had chances after chances after chances here to get a turnover. Now, I mean, you can't control the turnover, obviously. I'm just saying Tadeos gave him a lot of chances to get turnovers, and it just didn't happen, and he needed one.
Sikahema to the 18. And I think you're going to need a configuration change. You got to get the receivers down the field so you can get that. And there is one line of thought here. If you get in field goal range, you could attempt the field goal and go for the onside then.
Exactly. He needs an onside kick anyway. So depending on where the clock is and where he's at on the field, like you said, you can decide to go for the field goal because you have to get the onside kick regardless. So
right up the middle. So Johnny Johnson here, he could get himself in a good position.
Good call. Good play call. He's in field goal range now already.
Oh, he needed to zig down and get closer.
Well.
That doesn't end the game for him, but it certainly gives you less time to play if you do get the ball back.
I mean, throw it to the end zone. Why not? Take a
Ricky
shot.
Prohl.
Take a shot.
He's got the covered catch.
Got it.
And I think this is where you got to try to score.
Yeah, you go for the touchdown here. Do not go for the field goal now. If that
you can
play
try
didn't work,
twice,
then that's
maybe.
another thing. Good call right here.
Okay, one more play, and then you got to go the other. Then you got to kick the ball.
I think he can do one more after this if he doesn't get it. Still 40-something seconds.
This absolutely has to be the last play.
Wow, exactly. You can't go for it on fourth down. Cannot go for it on fourth down. Can't risk it.
You got to kick the field goal.
All right, so you have to kick the field goal. He knows it, I think. Yeah, good coaching, good coaching.
I think you took too long to call that, too. Because you're going to lose some time here on the onside bouncing. The clock starts immediately.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close. I mean, the odds of getting the onside kick anyway are astronomical. So, I'm not really anticipating he's going to get it, but he could.
So that's going to do it. I mean, Purple Haze had a shot Made it interesting, 10-17, but Tadeos advances to the next round of the winner's bracket, and Purple Haze will have to do battle in the loser's bracket. So, really a low-scoring affair.
It was a good defensive battle, tale of two halves. Cardinals really played a great second half there. That fumble on the kickoff by Sikahima really cost him the game, in my opinion. That was in the first half. One big turnover. That's what did it.
Well, thanks, Ed, for calling the game, and thanks, everyone, for watching. Hang tight. We got another one for you. And we are back. It's Trojan 1979 here with the Riddler. How's it going?
Pretty good. It's been a while for me.
Yeah, it's like, we didn't know if you had the Rona or what was up, man. We're just glad you're with us. So
I'm healthy, ready to rock and roll.
Glad you and the fam are well. Some things are starting to creep towards normal. We'll see how that continues here. In the meantime, enjoy some online Tecmo. Got a game between NOS and 8-Bit. We are in the opening round of the winner's bracket for double elimination. So, if you saw last week's broadcast, everyone who lost was eliminated. Everyone who won continue. NOS had a bye in that round, and now this is actually his opening game into the playoffs. NOS against 8-Bit, and we've got a barn burner for you. Colts and Patriots. Bottom.
Ah, yes. The garbage bowl. This is right. I like it down here in this ugly part of the tiers.
I understand why NOS did this. 8-Bit has just been tearing it up with his taps, and that's a problem for a number of players. Now, I'm not saying that NOS can't win without tap advantage, but it certainly is one way to slow down. If you lose a tap, the drones are usually going to catch up with the action. So, obviously, the Colts are going to have the offensive advantage, but they're going to lack some defensive ability, and then the Patriots are going to have the defensive advantage. So, let's get right into it.
That's right. Yeah, I played 8-Bit the other day, and I thought I was doing great with my slide tap hitting 14, and he's hitting 20 every single time. So you cannot get in a one-on-one grapple with 8-Bit, but if you can force him to pass, I think you have a chance here. With the Colts, you have all kinds of JJ and back and B opportunities here. So we'll see how this rock and rolls out here.
Hartley Dykes out of the end zone to the 5. To the 10, out of bounds at the. I thought he was going to go out of bounds. He gets taken down inbounds at the 11, first down for 8-Bit. Weak side open run incoming.
Yeah, this is an ISO tapper dream right here.
And
one thing that you can do, though, is you can try to use the linebacker 3 and bump the bottom guy and get a extra drone with you. It's a risk versus reward. If it's successful, you'll get a loss. But if you get bumped, they take off to the races.
Call pass 1 leads to second down and 10 after the incompletion. Here's pass 4. Wilson in for Grogan. Pretty standard procedure to open the game. Marv Cook going deep. Back in B time for 8-Bit. And overthrown and picked. Looked like he had a chance with a diving touchdown.
Yep.
But Nos with the overthrow pick. And I understand taking the chance, but I think that might have been early for 8-Bit to do that.
Yep, and the typical P2 overthrow is much more common.
Ronnie Lepet on defense, second down and 1 after 9 yards for Nos. This time from the
nice little run.
Single back, here's pass 1. Going with Jeff George instead of Jack Trudeau. Interesting. Normally we see Trudeau in these situations, but Jeff George does deliver the ball a little quicker. He is slower with his feet.
Yeah, but he only has the 6 MS. That's killer to me. Unless you're Marino.
Well, George is going back, and now he's going to have a problem here. I don't know what the jump pick situation is, but I believe George has worse pass control than Trudeau.
31 to 38, if I believe.
And rifles it into Hester there. He should have the marker as long as he doesn't fumble. And he does. First down for Nas. 0-0 game here, just kind of feeling each other out. Do you have an advantage as far as like one of these teams that you prefer to play with?
I usually like defensive teams better, which would be New England. But I actually think the Colts match up really well against New England because the faster running. He's only 44, but 44 versus these guys is pretty good. And the Patriots' best guy is at the bottom there with Lippett at DB2.
Going with Ronnie Lippett quite a bit is 8-bit, and he gets the bait throw and picks it off. He wanted Pat Beach, didn't get him, and he's just short of the 50, first down for 8-bit.
That's the other reason I don't like George. I tend to make more mistakes than these guys, obviously. And so I like to, turnovers are the devil, so.
The devil. Second down and 6.
Foosball. It's the devil.
It's the devil. It's with a B. The devil. So he wants back and B again. The route stopped, and triple covered, no go, 3rd and 6. So it's no doubt 8-bit wants the easy one.
I know that, Stevens is slow as molasses, but I'm really surprised that 8-bit is not running the ball more.
Well, the first run he did with that play, he got a similar gain, another one there, first down and 10. So he's moving the ball. The defenders are just god-awful. I know Nas is known for his diving ability. I think you just got to come across the formation. I mean, at 25 maximum speed or 31 or whatever Stevens is there, he's not going to do too much damage.
Yeah, we just saw the situation there where Nas had to dive. Luckily, the drone saved him when the dive missed.
And I think in a situation like this, an online player like nice, that's the dive we look for from Nas. I think these guys are often accustomed to using the condition checker, and that might, clue them in on a guy to use in the second, third, and fourth quarter that might have a little more juice. I can think of no other team than the Colts that benefits more than that. Yeah,
you're 100% right on that. That and the Saints, I think, are two of the bigger ones just because there's so many similar defenders.
Nice QB scramble by 8-bit. 4:02 remaining here as we're in the second quarter in a 0-0 game. First and goal from the 8. Let's see if he can turn into touchdowns. Are huge in a matchup like this because there's not a lot of scoring typically. Tap, 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 and taken down. So second and goal from the 2. Hard to keep him out if you don't pick the play here. Going with the pass, this is interesting. Wow, arrow trick throw, back of the end zone, touchdown. And 8-bit takes the lead, 6-0 here to John Stevens.
Yeah, that was a good drive by 8-bit. I play him sparingly, but when I play him, he continually tries to ISO tap me. But maybe he has more respect for Nas and his diving ability than me.
Verdine out of the end zone. Very deep here. And gets taken down at the 2. Nas has a long way to go. Now you're kind of forced into a passing situation. Here,
called plays could be dangerous.
He's going cross field down to Beach. Beach has the completion. Nice throw. He's not very fast, though, taken down or out of bounds at the 39, first down and 10. But
Beaches are about to open up, and Beach is getting ready.
Nice. And tries to go for the JJ. Oh, we get the cinematic after the deflection. And you say the Nintendo wasn't advanced. Second down and 10. Fans.
I always get nervous when it does that, like it's going to be a glitch interception or something. Especially after how I got beat by Gats in the opening round on a glitch touchdown.
If only we had a working file for that. And there's a jump pick. We kind of talked about this before. Maurice Hurst with the pick. And Nas cannot play the JJ game with the quarterback he has. And he's going to have to go with Trudeau. Even then, I don't know if it's high enough.
Trudeau would be a 38. I mean, Lippett is a 63, so he'd be able to pick him. But
that was Hurst up top.
Yeah, but Hurst is only a 50, I believe.
So, at least in average condition, he would be able to avoid that. They'd both have to be a couple notches the other way. So, Wilson keeping it on the ground, and 8-bit certainly in the driver's seat here, 2nd and 5 with 143. Wants to take as much time. If you settle for a field goal, I think that's still okay. Obviously wants more if you can get it. The main thing is
any 2-score lead.
You don't want to give any time to Nas for a back and B situation, whatever you do here. Stevens tap. does get the marker, so this is huge. He should be able, as long as these aren't called plays, he should be able to do what he needs to here. This is a called play, pass 4, and it's intercepted. You can't just throw it into coverage with these teams.
Nope.
So big mistake by 8-bit Nos. Have some life here. 7-0 should feel like 14-0, but Varys, anyone but Varys gets the sack.
So I actually feel like it's easy to score in this matchup because the defenders are so slow. But I don't think that either side's really played to the advantages. Like with the Colts, you got to take some deep shots against those DBs with your receivers and get some jumps. Not necessarily back and B, but short, long stuff. But with Jeff George, you can't do that.
Yeah, if he doesn't get near the 50 here on this play, he's going to have to. Okay, he wants. Oh my goodness,
risking it again.
This is it's got to be run 3-0 here, right?
That's what I would guess. Yep.
It does not get out of bounds, and therefore he can't go with the field goal attempt. And welcome to halftime. So 8-bit avoids giving up points on that turnover. Just a clunker here.
Yeah, late. Yeah, I don't think guys are playing their best Tecmo. I mean, I've seen these guys really light it up, and I don't know if it's the nerves or maybe not being familiar playing with these scrubs down here. Like I said, this is where I live. But when you're a scrub, you got to live down here.
Well, I tell you what, when I don't think I've played this matchup more than 5 times in tournament play, and it doesn't come up that often. I think the most common thing would be Seattle, New England.
Yeah.
I know Matt D is a fan of it. Seen him go to this quite a bit. I think Flo likes this too. 2nd down and 5.
Well, I play a lot with Thrash, and Thrash likes the Colts, so I've got some experience in this matchup.
3rd down and 1. Nos just not getting tremendous blocking and not 8-bit able to isolate. There's Jesse Hester with the reception and gets out of bounds at the 38-yard line. 1st down for Nos. 3:39 Tecmo time. Single back
Definitely
formation.
A lot of quick hitters is Nos' style here. I don't really know much about Nos. He plays in a lot of the elite leagues, and I'm not quite in there yet. So I'm kind of getting to see a pattern with him, though, that he definitely likes to find something and quick strike it.
Bill Brooks with the reception, taken down around the 37-yard line. So getting, pretty easy field goal situation here if he had to, but obviously wants more. Right up to Hester, and he's got the zoomer. 10-5, touchdown Nos. And just like that, we're about to have a tie ball game.
If this is his normal style, that would explain why he's got George in there. Also, with George having the higher pass speed against overall slower drones, maybe that was his strategy going in.
Yeah, it looks like he has that room up top, and I think he wants to get him off of Ronnie Lepet on defense. Hartley Dykes out of the end zone to the 8, 1st down and 10. In hindsight, that offset I run 4 along with pass 2 might have been better for him, for that burner up top for the curls. But anyway, 2nd down and 7, because it looks like the hot route is just not working out for him on pass 2.
Yeah.
So man, the taps are just getting to a 3rd and 1. That's very manageable in here, going back to weak side open.
Taps are the devil.
And able to stop him from gaining any yards there. 4th one, you like to think you can get it here. If it's not a called play.
Yep.
It's run 3. And gets the bump. Here comes John Stevens. He might be in good. I don't know if we saw the conditions there. He seems like he's moving a little bit quicker.
Yeah, I don't know if they checked him. Probably using condition checker when they're not supposed to.
Yeah, he looks faster than the 31 MS back. Going to Cook. Did this drop off? Yeah, he should still be moving. 2nd down and 10. That's just the
Oh,
worst.
player 2.
I mean, he's gotten, I think, at least a couple of those now.
It's 3 of them. That's 3.
This one's man.
The only thing I can think of, like, I do feel that when I stop and set my feet, I make better throws. I don't know if there's fact to it, but from my usage, I feel like I have better success that way.
Here comes Marv Cook. This looks like oh boy. You know, that was a really well thrown ball, but now he's looking at 4th 10, and I think a punt has to come here.
Yeah, there's a lot of forcing in that drive. Again, not playing to his strength. You have a almost 11 tap advantage.
You only need 1 tap advantage, though, but the point is
I know,
well taken.
that's what,
yeah, the point is
like,
taken.
if I could tap like that, I would never throw the ball because all I have to do is get 1 run out of 10. Or 1 run out of 4, I'm sorry.
We'll have to play after this, and you can tell me if that's the case. 4th down and 10.
Let me plug in the turbo.
Right.
And then we'll go that way.
I think you're better than me now anyway. I don't play anymore. Too busy calling games. 4th down and 10 here for...
We used to play a ton, and we haven't played, I bet, in
a year.
8 months.
Yeah, something like that. It's been a while.
When you got a new job and c'est la vie.
Going for that jump, and it's the fact that this is going to be a turnover on downs. I don't understand the mentality there, but other than if he gives up points here, he could get the ball back with enough time to score. But
yeah, it's not like Noss has been lighting it up offensively. He only has 7 points.
Yeah, the last possession was really about the only one where he was moving it at will. He did have that end of half where he just ran out of time, but we'll see. 8-bit here, going to have to play some defense. Try to hold him to 3. All right, back to the action, single back formation. Pass 2 is the call. Here comes George. He's going to have to keep it on the ground. There's too good of coverage. Only option was down below, and that probably would have found its mark. 1st down and 10 after the scramble.
That was a good play.
He's
Just be smart here.
Weak side open. He's going to have a tap situation. He's in the middle of the field. This is dangerous. You don't want to put the ball on the ground 2nd down and 9. And that's one thing you got to think about, too, is, you know, in this situation, 3 points might win this game.
It could. And at worst, you might get another possession back. Even if he were to score.
He's in his head right now. Going cross. Is going to, and there's
Don't
another
mess it
jump
up.
pick.
Jeff George!
So Noss just took points off the board to letting that ball go. I think, you know, if it's not for sure, you take the
Jeff
sack.
George has been a killer to him. Just an absolute killer.
And just to be clear here, and as Stevens runs the ball, nice dive by Noss. I think both these players are well better than me, so this is not criticizing. These are really, really good players. Just that individual decision, I think Trudeau would have been the better choice here. But to the 31st down for Noss, and, I mean, he can take all the time he wants here.
Yeah, I'm just going to be honest. So, I mean, I get insulted all the time on these things. So, if you get butthurt, I'm sorry. Send me a message.
Well, hugs and kisses, tots and pears. Ooh, call play. 8-bit still tapping suckers off 3rd down and 8. Decision time here for Noss, how he wants to defend it, and his play is locked in. Here we go, single back formation. Here's pass 1.
This is really big play here.
He's going to Marv again. Or is he
More
gonna go
passing. He's going to throw it to Marv again.
And
I got a frozen screen.
Oh, no.
I didn't get to see it.
Oh,
Whew.
no. Well, let's just give her a moment here. You got her?
Yeah, I got it. It does it every once in a while.
Oh, okay. It was double covered and complete in the back of the end zone. So 4th down and 8.
He's
going for it.
man.
This is insane.
Why are you?
Well, he hasn't
2
blocked it in
minutes.
yet.
Punt.
I'm sure there's, if he converts, hindsight, whatever. But this is insane.
He's completing like 20%.
He's going to go JJ here to Marv. He's going to have to. Oh, my Lord. You gotta be shitting me.
Puke City.
I mean, he that's the one stud you go to, but there was a defender there and just couldn't get the deflection. Oh, man, Speed would be proud. Or Thrash, take your pick. Nice play by 8-Bit. All credit where it's due. So, going back to Marv Cook, throws it earlier this time, and it is deflected. There's double cover there, second down and 10 with 1:25 Tecmo time remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Run the ball, 8-Bit.
That's exactly what
Unless
it does.
you think it.
Oh, that dive, man. Not so good at it. Back to it, run 3. Don't get so close to him. He's getting too close to Nas. Let the blockers, create a path there. First down and 10.
I mean, you can actually even stop. I've seen guys do that where you just stop. Or do a little small circle there.
And now he takes the sack. I wouldn't have done anything but running plays here at this point. Now you're back.
Yeah,
I don't remember who the kicker is for. Is it Biasucci? For the Colts. I mean,
he's a 38.
He got it
terrible.
Close.
And I would like to try to end my last play on the top hash as well.
That's like 3 or 4 dives in a row that Nas has gotten on run 3s. Now, I'm going to be clear. He let no time run off on that prior play. Well, here the attempt is coming whether you want it or not.
Yeah, but now if he misses because of his poor clock management.
I'm sorry, I had the kickers mixed up.
He's really good. He's 63.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I had my wires crossed. 10-7 here. So Nas, I don't think he's going to get this out of bounds.
I don't think so either.
So he's going to have to house this. Oh boy. And Nas is taken down. 8-Bit with the victory. 10-7 with a game-winning field goal. And they're just kind of a clunker, hard to watch, but looks like we had the corrupt file error here at the end. But we'll see
5 interceptions.
Would you expect much else from a bottom-tier team, especially with the Pats at player 2?
I felt like they tried to play the game as if they were upper-tier teams. And that style is different with the bottom of the barrel. But, hey, congratulations, man. You're continuing to move on while I've been eliminated. Thanks, Glitch City.
We're going to hear about it all playoffs long. I'd like to thank...
I am a bitter Betty.
Oh, my friend, thank you for calling this with me. Thanks, everyone, for watching. We'll have another game for you. Hang tight. And we are back. It's Trojan 1979. How's it going? We're welcoming Angry J93 into the booth. He's going to do some color commentary with me on this playoffs double elimination bracket part 1. How's it going?
It's going awesome. I'm excited to see some playoff action. Just a couple of no-loss teams. We got some clean slates to work with today.
Kovalkin and Bob Sacamano doing battle. Let's see what matchup they have. Cardinals and Steelers. Sacamano with the Cards. Kovalkin with the Steelers. I'm Trojan. I'm up here. Angry J is down there with the awesome Montreal Expos hat. Does the shirt go with the hat?
Almost. It's got the same city at least.
Oh, goodness. So Montreal's actually a bucket list item for me. I would love to get there someday.
I've been there personally. I wholly recommend it. It's one of the better cities in North America, I think.
Any NHL 94 tournaments going on there? I think they do have that one arcade that does different tournaments on Super Nintendo.
Yeah, they do. And they actually, it's in French, so you have to read the thing in French. You have to pay in Canadian money. It's a little bit different world up there than it is in Minnesota, but it's still an amazing time.
That's the extent of my French. All right, let's get into Tecmo. Phoenix Cardinals, Pittsburgh Steelers. Not a lot of offense typically when you see these two teams square off, but let's see how these players do today.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this turns out today. I think whoever can create some turnovers and score off of them, whether directly with the defense or create some short fields, I think they're going to be in a better situation to win this game.
Looks like Pittsburgh will get the opening kickoff. Kovalkin. We'll see if the Stan Brock ROM had any impact on his return game, because he's going to have the same speed here with Eric Green. Moving quickly and taken down at the 22-yard line, first down and 10 for Kovakin.
Good return there to try and get a bit better field positioning here to start the drive with.
Run 3, Hodge cuts it back inside. Not a lot of room, only had one blocker out front, second down and 8.
Yeah, it's going to be I think the soup du jour here is we're just going to see a lot of running the ball with Pittsburgh.
Lonnie Young bottles up Hodge with closing off the pack there, third down and 2. Shotgun formation, sticking with Lonnie Young. He has Strawman instead of Brister. It looks like Eric Green is running down free, but doesn't make the crossfield throw. Freddie Joe Nunn with the sack, fourth down and 10 for Kovakin.
Yeah, Kovakin may have had an option there, but most of his receivers were covered pretty well, and he decided to just sit on the ball here. And, even punting the ball and possibly creating a fumble or a short field could be an advantage for Pittsburgh.
Sikahema taken down at the 9-yard line, first down and 10 for Bob Sacamano. Mix of pro set, offset I. He's got the shotgun and the red gun Z. Rosenbach in. Wants Ricky Prohl. Kind of a risky throw. A couple defenders out that way, including Woodson, second down and 10.
Definitely risky. Prohl's going to have a little bit of trouble in this matchup. He's very slow, and Pittsburgh can just run him down.
Wolfley up the middle, really nowhere to go. Third down and 8. I think that's just a keep me honest play paired with that pass too. Cardinal Lake on defense across. Johnny Johnson reversing field. Nice run by Bob Sacamano for a first down to the 23-yard line.
Big conversion there by Bob Sacamano, using that bottom side of the field to get the first down.
Johnny Johnson noticeably faster than Ron Wolfley right now. Here comes Johnson creating room for himself. Only 4 yards, but he had to run a long ways to get it. Second down and 6.
A lot of juking and jiving there by Johnson. He was really tearing up that turf for just a mere 4 yards, but that's actually a big 4 yards against Pittsburgh defense.
Those hidden stats engage sometimes just short of the marker. I don't know if he intended to go out of bounds just there. Sacamano now looking at 3rd and 1.
Yeah, 3rd and 1. I would expect a pass play and just leave it an option here for Rosenbach to scramble.
Or up the middle with Wolfley. He should have it here. He does.
Yeah. A little bit of element of surprise there, I think. Just Wolfley, with how Johnson was looking, how he's dancing around, give it to Wolfley. I would have never picked that play. No way.
Sometimes the run up the middle for 1 yard is too obvious. Here's a run one that's called. That was the same play that Johnson used to reverse his field and get a first down. Second down and 16 after the loss of 6. And here's a run 3. He's got 2 blockers. One is gobbled up, and Johnson versus field makes it 3rd and 8, which is manageable.
Manageable, but tough against Pittsburgh. You might even consider just going deep here if your play doesn't materialize early on.
He had the RB2 underneath. He didn't let the ball go, and now he's got to go deep, as you just mentioned, up to Roy Green. And he's covered. Incomplete, 4th and 8. Here comes a punt.
Yeah, there might have been an opportunity there for Rosenbach to utilize that running back. Kind of still risky against Pittsburgh's defense. They just have so many options to shut down the offense with. Still a nice job by Bob Sacamano to get a couple first downs just to begin with.
Sacamano did not punt it in the field of play, which is something you want to try to do just because of the risk of the fumble and the speed of the defense on a punt return. So we're into the second quarter. There's no score and condition check time. The Steelers are a team that really depend on condition changes to get offense going. You've got 2 interchangeable quarterbacks of different style. You've got Worley, Williams, Hodge, and you've got really bad receivers. So you hope one of them goes into good so you have a little more options in the offensive game. So first down and 10 here for Kovalkin.
Yeah, Kovalkin had Callaway and Good, so his receptions ticked up. He may be a point of focus for the Pittsburgh pass offense here.
Ken Harvey against Warren Williams. Dive is missed. Oh, here comes Williams. Warren Williams out to the 35 and a first down.
Yeah, great run there by Kovalkin to get the edge and make the dive miss.
And Kovalkin loses 3 on a called run 1. Second down and 13.
And defense really converged there. There's just no chance. Just hoping to avoid the fumble.
So we got the high-low opportunity here with pass 1. Strom keeping it in the field of play. Nice maneuvering. Breaks some ankles. 3rd down and 3.
Wow, that cut inside bought him a couple extra yards and made this 3rd down a lot tougher to guess. All plays are available here.
Freddie Joe Nunn rushing in. He's going to go up top to Eric Green. Can he complete the pass? He does in stride. 20. 10. 5. End zone. Touchdown, Kovalkin. And they take the lead.
Wow. Big play there by the Pittsburgh offense. It's rare to see such a big play, but Bob Sacamano wanted to see what Kovalkin could do with that offense, and he bet everything he could on that. But Kovalkin burned him with a deep pass, and that's a huge touchdown in a game like this.
7-0. Kovalkin over Sacamano. The one thing you have to say is, as the Steelers, give him the underneath stuff because you're going to track him down. The odds are with you. But when you rush in and give up that deep ball, you can't let someone run uncovered because you have the speed to deal with that with Woodson or maybe Lloyd or anyone else that you want to roll back there with coverage. So I think Sacamano realizes that. I think he was trying to force the issue, surprise him. At this stage of the game, I think that's probably an unnecessary risk. So Sacamano will have an uphill battle to respond here.
I wholly agree with you on that assessment. I mean, Pittsburgh's offense, you can kind of wait them out and let them kind of shoot themselves in the foot. Sacamano, yeah, he really tried to force the issue there kind of unnecessarily so. And we'll see how he compensates for that because now he's got to attack the Pittsburgh defense in a little bit different manner with a little bit more urgency now that he has to create, a touchdown or 3 field goals, which is going to be challenging as we're already deep into the second quarter. So the tiny mistakes in matchups like this where points are so hard to come by, they can be magnified. I mean, Bob Sacamano has plenty of time to try and rectify that, but he's definitely put himself behind the 8 ball here a bit, especially with Johnson now in bad. It's going to be a little bit tougher to get the offense rolling, I think.
So defense play locked in, 251, Tecmo time in the second. Back into condition. Come on, Sacamano, let's go. You're a pro. All right.
And there's
he's going Teen Wolfley on this. Look at this.
Yeah, Teen Wolf. He's got Johnson at the top receivers. Phoenix is going to try and open up the offense here and put their most athletic player at the wide receiver position. So I would expect to maybe see a JJ and just try and stretch the defense if he gets single coverage.
Kovalkin apparently went to go get a beer because he's just sitting there waiting for the call. Here we go.
Today, Junior.
I guess. Hello, McFly. Rosenbach keeping it on the ground. 2nd down and 9. Man, I'm never going to get that time back. You either. Here comes Wolfley. Oh, puts the ball on the ground, bouncing around. Picked up by the Cardinals. That would have been huge for Kovalkin. Sacamano dodges a bullet, 3rd and 9.
Yeah, Wolfley just couldn't keep it within his paws. Big 3rd down here for Phoenix.
One of the stationary wide receiver 1 and just an errant throw. Welcome to the Cards-Pittsburgh Steelers matchup.
Yeah, that was an ugly 3 plays. Maybe not all of that was Sacamano's fault, especially on that last play where Rosenbach just kind of had an errant throw there.
Rich Camarillo punts it to Eric Green, who has the opening touchdown of this game, the only touchdown of this game so far. Returns it to the 21-yard line, 1:05 Tecmo time remaining in the first half. So, driver's seat, Kovalkin, see what he can do with this minute 05.
I expect to see a couple run plays and maybe a JJ if there's enough time left at the end.
So I'm guessing he may have called run 3 because he went with McDonald at the bottom. 2nd down and 6.
I think this is exactly what we're going to see from Kovalkin. Maybe another run play and then take a shot on 3rd down.
Okay, so here he was just wanting the better interceptions, and he got it. And now Sacamano has a chance to take a shot and then go for a field goal if he needs to.
Yeah, this is a huge turn of events. Risky play there by Kovalkin. Sacamano just took advantage of it. And we're at the 30-yard line, so it's a little tough to go for the touchdown from here with how much time is left on the clock. Maybe you just try and move in a little bit closer and get a little bit better field position for the field goal. We all know online play can be a bear on the timing of that mechanism. So any yard gain is positive.
And I think Ucali here just going to get out of bounds. I think he would have liked to take a couple more seconds off the clock just because if you miss it, the other guy has a chance to go back and be. But he should be able to get this here as long as Greg Lloyd doesn't block it. So he's going to have a fast arrow with Del Greco. Not the best kicker in the game, but I think he's second worst.
Yeah, definitely still a tenuous situation here.
Lloyd really rushing in there. It does kick true, though. So he does kick it back off to the Steelers. We'll see if Kovakin is willing to try to house this or not. He does have the return speed. He just doesn't have the hitting power to go with it.
Yeah, we'll see. I think he might just duck out of bounds after already committing one mistake.
And he's taken down. So 7-3. Welcome to halftime. Kovakin with a narrow lead, 4 points over Sacomano. We kind of saw Sacomano respond there in the second quarter. Kovakin kind of controlling the first part of it.
Yeah, Sacomano, after that giving up that touchdown, he didn't try to force the issue on his next offensive possession, and then he was able to create a turnover, get the late field goal, and now give himself an opportunity here to get back in this game and get some control over it.
Sikahema on the return to the 14, taken down and field of play, first down and 10 for the Cardinals. Let's see if we can take another 10 minutes. Rosenbach isn't bad, so Tupa's probably going to make the lineup here. Oh, double running back in bad situation here for the Cards.
Johnson just not feeling it today. That's the second quarter in a row that he's in bad. Looks like Wolfley's going to ride some pine. He lost his superpowers.
Yeah, it must be daytime. So this is where having condition checker would be nice as a broadcasting feature. Maybe we'll incorporate that next season. We'll see what they're noticing on the field. Players are not allowed to use it in this tournament, but what that would do is allow us to see the other conditions of players that are not viewable by the change screen. First down and 10 for Sacomano.
Yeah, I think it's just the nature of this matchup. Phoenix and Pittsburgh have a lot of marginal options that rely on status change, so I think it's just naturally going to be a little bit more time spent in that screen.
Tom Tupa, dodging drones, doing a nice job making room for himself. Really well done by Bob Sacomano. Gets 5 yards out of something that should have been probably an incomplete pass at best. Second down and 5.
Yeah, that was a beautiful display there by Bob. And actually, Kovakin just locking everything down.
That pass is just not working out going to that route. I'll say Tupa does have the faster delivery, but that's risky going up there against the likes of Woodson. And sick of him with a really nice run out to the 45 and out of bounds for Sacomano. Bob Sacomano here feeling like he's able to create despite what is being given to him. He's going to Prohl here. This is not high percentage, but he gets it anyway. Gets a diving grab. He's going to get tackled here in bounds to the 12. First down and 10 for Sacomano. Huge gain.
Wow, that's huge in this matchup. Just Sacomano, I think he's starting to get a feel for it here. He's starting to establish his offense, and Holkin's going to figure out something to try and slow it down.
The blocking broke down at the center level, which meant the lead blocker had to come back and take on Gerald Williams. Forced throw there. I don't like that decision down to Prohl. Third down and 7. And from the offset eye, and it's called pass 2. He's going to take the sack. Opie going up to Green. Are you kidding me? That was a redirect gift for Bob Sacomano.
Wow. Did touchdown on that play? Are you kidding me?
That had no business being a touchdown. I think it was going to be like a throwaway. And the redirect came closer. Otherwise, it would have been potentially intercepted. It's 10-7 here. Sacomano takes the lead.
You know what? Regardless of that, I give Bob Sacomano a lot of credit for that drive. He was very patient in the early parts of it, getting small gains, and then the deep throw to Prohl even allowed him to have that opportunity. So, major ups to Bob on that drive.
Brister is in bad. Warren Williams is in good, so he'll probably get the bulk of the carries. Oh, man, all the other backs that matter are in bad condition. That really hurts the cause of the Steelers. Looks like Eric Green is in good. The good news is that he has all running plays going to one running back. So you're kind of putting all your eggs in, hoping one guy comes in, and that's what he's doing. So Strom keeping it on the ground. Really nice run there on first down, second down, and 1.
Yeah, a lot of room there for Strom to rumble and get some good yardage to just move this Pittsburgh offense along.
And more of the same. Gets out of bounds at the 25-yard line. First down, Kovalkin.
Yeah, bottom of the screen just wide open those last 2 plays, and Kovalkin just taking the easy yards while he can get them.
Run 3 as we're in the last minute of the third quarter. Warren Williams with a nice juke, 40. Taken down to the 44-yard line. First down, Kovalkin again. One thing,
probably the 3 nicest plays that Kovalkin's been able to string together so far.
He's had some okay blocking. The dives are just not there for the drone. Second down and 3. If you're Kovalkin, you'd like to score fairly quickly because Sacamano is notorious for just completely taking away all the clock on his way in, and a touchdown does not guarantee you a victory here. Here comes Strom, and I don't think, to the 40, I don't think Pittsburgh is going to go ahead and take away 5 minutes of clock here from the 40.
No, I mean, they're slow, but they're not that slow. I mean, I think what we would see from here from Kovalkin for the rest of this drive is more of the same. He's already in field goal range. I think he just kind of wants to at least assure himself of the tie and then try and take his chances somewhere else in the game to take the lead. If nothing else, nothing opens up here on this drive.
He wants Richard Bell. He's got him, and he's out of bounds at the 29-yard line, first and 10. No time ticking away, which hurts.
Yeah, no time taken away, but actually might be a good thing because he might get the ball back with a few seconds left if Bob just decides to ice the clock.
Really risky throw there. I think you have to eat the sack there.
I definitely agree. I mean, we just mentioned it, and why take a risk here when you're already in field goal range? I mean, on that last play, there was a lot of wide receivers open, and he dropped it down to Bell for the easy first down. So weird to see the risk taken there.
Pass 1. I think a run was called because they're right after him. Oh, boy. Ken Harvey finishing the deed here. Third down and 21. Now you're in a bad spot. If you have a call play, you could be risking getting out of field goal range here for Gary Anderson.
Certainly. The play call here is going to be more important than the execution probably. Just make sure you get the couple yards.
Williams with a nice run here and makes this very manageable, and now Kovalkin can go for 3.
Yeah, that run really took a lot of the question out of this field goal with the guy like Anderson should be able to hit it here.
And a great straight arrow kick there by Kovalkin ties it up 10-10. And now the pressure is on Sacamano to move the ball and not give it back to Kovalkin at the end of the game here. So Sikahema to the 5, to the 10. Running to the sideline, out of bounds at the 12-yard line wisely. First down and 10. I don't know if he's going to check his conditions here.
This first play or two here on this drive for Phoenix will be critical. If there's a pick play, wow, both of his quarterbacks are in bad?
Yep.
Jeez. So if there's a pick play here and if we go into 2nd and 15, 2nd and 16, we could see Cole can get the ball back conceivably rather quickly and have plenty of time to get himself back in a field goal range with that strategy he was using with the Strom scrambles. So we'll see what Sacamano can conjure up here. It's going to be critical to at least get a couple first downs and, see if he can get his own team into field goal range before the end of the period or quarter. It's not hockey.
We go back and forth. We'll give you a mulligan. It is another sport. Here's the offset I. Pass 2. It's got the curl up there, and now Rosenbach. It is only running at 13 maximum speed, taken out of bounds, second down and 9.
That's actually not a loss there for Bob, even though Kovalkin did a great job of locking everything down. This is still a manageable 2-down situation.
Run 3, Johnny Johnson across the formation, back inside, gets the marker, first down and 10. Johnny Johnson, I think running should be the focus here for Bob Sacamano. The passing game is just so darn risky. Oh, my gosh, what a gift. Kovalkin unable to receive it and unwrap it because that should have been a pick.
That should have been a pick, and then he might have been able to run that one back. He would have been free and clear.
Gets the auto dive. Here's the completion of Roy Green, 35. Roy Green, not the comedian, but rather the wide receiver for the Cardinals. First down and 10.
Yeah, it's playoffs. This is no joking matter here for the Cardinals as they try and.
Oh,
just
there it
scrape their way
is.
into-
Knee slapping. Roy Green again. No joke. We have a first down to the 49, first and 10 for Sacamano. 1:42 Tecmo time remaining. And we needed some energy. We needed something there. Well done.
Bringing what I can to this game. Although these two guys are putting on a great performance,
Fumble.
you're getting some offense out of this.
Oh, my gosh. Here comes the Cards. Roy Green picks up another gift that he wrapped himself. First down and 10. Oh, man. This game is something. 10-10 here. Kovalkin actually been playing this pretty well. He's got the ball bouncing around on the ground. Can't do anything about it. And Sikahema gets closer, 1 yard closer to field goal time.
And true to your word, Bob Sacamano just draining this clock down. It's going to be tough for Kovalkin to get any sort of rebuttal here if points are scored.
Rosenbach not testing the waters up top with the quarterback he has. He just wants to get closer and closer.
Does he go with the middle dive again, the run four with Sikahema, like he did earlier in the game on a 3rd and 1?
I think the Johnson dive would be more likely because he's got more mobility. This is not what you... Oh, my gosh. He's taking a lot of time away and puts the ball on the ground. Are you kidding me? Bounce, 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 bounce. Oh, picked up by the Steelers. Keith Wood... Oh, my Lord. He loses his ability to win the game in that moment. Trying to waste all that time instead of just taking the sack, get out of bounds earlier in the play. Don't know if he would have fumbled it then, but looks like Kovalkin is now going to get the ball to start.
That was an insane play to end the regulation. I mean, both teams just had their win probability shoot up into the ceiling and then shoot right back down to the floor as the fumble hit the turf. And somehow we're going to overtime here.
A lot of times you see in those situations where a defender can just run away with it, especially if he has high hitting power. But here comes Eric Green. Nice return to about the 21-yard line, first and 10 for Kovalkin. Overtime rules, first team scores. If the overtime ends, a new game begins, and the other team would receive the kickoff. So that would be Sacamano if we were gotten to that situation. Warren Williams with the reception, an instant grabble, and there's a fumble out of bounds. And it's Crisco City here. We need to have Crisco as a sponsor of this broadcast.
Yeah, lots of fumbles here, but I mean, they're not costing anybody quite yet.
Warren Williams out of bounds for the first down. Here's a motion run play coming. Freddie Joe Nunn, and this is called. I was wondering why he went there. Call play makes more sense. Normally, if you see that play coming, you'd want to go with Lonnie Young. And he does on this play. Pass one's the call. Run, rather, excuse me. Nowhere to go, and doesn't get the bump. 3rd down and 7. Kovalkin wants to make this manageable. I imagine if he gets any yards on this play, that he'll go for it on 4th.
Yeah, I would agree. You got to go for it here if you get close to the marker.
So 4th and 4. His decision to make here, of course, but he's letting the time tick away. He's thinking about it.
Yeah, this is kind of that gray area. If it's 4th and 2, 4th and 3, I think it'd be easier to go, okay, I can get 2 or 3 yards of the Pittsburgh offense. 4 yards, that's not a sure thing by any stretch. I'd probably be thinking about it for this long, too, to be completely honest.
And the thing is, he gained yards on a call play, if that was the interesting thing. So here goes for the marbles, or at least to move on to the next set of downs, rather. But if you don't get this, you're almost guaranteeing a victory for Sacamano. He's going back in B. He's going to want to go up top. Wants lips. And he overthrows him! Oh, my goodness sake. I think if Kovalkin lined it up more straight up top instead of going cross angle, he would have had a better shot at that. And now Sacamano is in field goal range from the 40.
Wow, this game just keeps getting crazier.
And he's trying to run backwards. It's like snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Nobody wants to win this game. I mean, both these players are working really hard. They've actually created more offense than I had expected. Nobody wants to win it, apparently.
Woodson dancing around. Does a good job avoiding that drone. Gives up a minimal gain. 3rd down and 8. 2 minutes approaching here in the overtime period of Tecmo time.
Sacamano still needs a good chunk of yards here. In his prior field goal attempt, he struggled a little bit with Del Greco from an even closer range.
Sikahema tries to go up the middle, then bounces it back around, and then dances around, kind of like Barry Sanders, and takes a loss, 4th down and 9. The field goal's got to come here.
It has to, but this is dicey with Greg Lloyd coming. Del Greco, this is going to be tricky.
Kick is away. It looks straight. Looks good. Is good. Sacamano with a 13-10 victory over Kovalkin. Holy smokes! I don't know if I've seen so many fumbles in a game.
Yeah, the players here, a lot of them were in bad. There weren't a lot of good or excellent conditions, and they looked like it on the field. But big clutch kick there by Sacamano at the end, nailing the long field goal right in the face of Greg Lloyd, who dove and was unable to block that one. Impressive performance by both players, really. I think their defenses were pretty on point, but the offenses actually did move the ball fairly well at times and allow them to make these drives that seemed unlikely in the beginning, but they turned out to produce points and some excitement here.
Well, thanks for calling this one with me, Angry Jay. Appreciate it. Thanks, everyone, for watching. We'll have another game for you. Hang tight. Stay tuned. And we are back. Ladies and gentlemen, Trojan 1979, I am happy to welcome into the booth Moses. Actually,
Let my people go.
Right? Let my people go watch some Tecmo. I got Thule in the booth, Tecmo Moses himself. We got a game between the Shield and Joey Gatz. We are in the winner's phase of the double elimination bracket, the early phase here. Just happy to be calling this game here. But this is a really good matchup. Shield and Gatz, of course. Gatz being, the 3-time Madison winner, back-to-back-to-back, three-peater. And the Shield, he's the defending Thunderdome champion. Won Tecmo Jam Cleveland. We were at that, or Cleveland Gaming Classic, got renamed. So these guys know how to play some Tecmo, and we're going to see them do battle today. Let's check out the matchup. Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. By the way, I'm up here. Julia's down there as a Lions fan, where you should be. You got to climb the mountain.
I tell you, man, the Lions, they could do something if they want to, like win anything. I don't know. We're very happy being the lovable losers of the NFL, although Cleveland is really, always challenging for that title as well. We went 0-16 and they felt the need to go 0-16 too. It's great job, Cleveland. And then Miller Lite put fridges of free beer, if they ever won a game in their all their bars, right? We didn't get that, although I'm still drinking Miller Lite. Or maybe it was Bud Light. I don't know who it did. I think it was Bud Light, actually. Put in all those things when Cleveland wins a game, everyone gets free Bud Light. I don't know.
So who breaks open the White Claws when they win? Is it just Packers fans? I don't know.
Yeah, Packer fans, probably.
Well, I don't break them out a lot then. I don't know.
Sorry.
Yeah, Moses apparently has COVID. Here we go. Detroit Lions, Minnesota Vikings. Break down this matchup for us.
Oh, man, I tell you what. 1 year at Kumite, we made this the default championship matchup. And I was fortunate enough to play Matt Diaz in this matchup.
Old Dirty Tecmo?
Tournament. Old Dirty Tecmo. And, I really just kind of fell in love with this matchup after playing it. I remember I won the toss, and I said, whatever, man, I'll just take player one. And he took the Vikings, and I took the Lions, which I was actually happy about. Happy to get the Lions. So we'll see how this goes. It's really kind of what style you prefer. The Vikings are hardcore defense and then bomb it out. And the Lions, not such good defense, but you've got great running back with a mobile quarterback. And so a lot of just offensive options and flexibility. So it's two very different type of styles, and I'm really interested to see these two guys play. Two great Tecmoers.
So first
that was
down,
not a great pass.
No, yeah. I think he was trying to go up top and screwed up the rotation. Shield with the first play, getting a first down, went back to the run 3 back-to-back, and now he's looking at 3rd and 8 after a run of 2.
Yeah, Shield likes to say that he's good, but he's really actually terrible and just kind of beneficiary of some good luck. So we'll see if he's able to
Shots
hold
fired!
his own
Shots
here
fired!
Against, see if he's able to hold his own here against one of the best of all time, Joey Gatz.
I thought that was going to be short of the first down there, and Sanders is turning on the Jets. Called play, he's turning on the Jets again, does get a yard despite a called play, 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that's when as he's utilizing both Sanders and Gray here in his playbook. Minnesota has a lot of different defensive options. You've got Millard, and then of course Browner and Lee, and Merriweather, and also Dolman. So you never really know as Minnesota who the man defender is going to be. So it's hard to design a playbook specifically
Fumble.
to run at a specific in a specific direction. Oh boy!
Robert Clark scoops up the offensive fumble, 2nd down and 3. The Shield had a first down the prior play there. So Sanders gets another first down. So the Shield moving it well here. I think Joey Gatz is content to let him dink and dunk here, and you hope for that fumble to go your way next time.
Yeah, as the Lions, you're really trying to move the ball slowly with the running game and then also with the scrambles. Whereas with Minnesota in this matchup, you really have the ability to take a shot with AC at any time and have the big play. So we should see two different styles of offense here being exhibited. And Gat's very good at running the JJ offense.
So back-to-back run ones. Now here's run 3. Sanders cuts it to the inside to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal for the Shield now, and using up almost the entire first quarter in the process so far. Here's run 3. Only one blocker up. Tap, 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 and the Shield looked like uncontested. Joey Gatz didn't press a button.
Yeah, Joey Gatz sometimes, he used to be one of the premier tappers. He started off as not a good tapper. Then he learned to tap and was kind of one of the premier tappers. And then everybody learned to tap. And that kind of killed Joey Gatz's spirit. At one point, he was threatening retirement.
Oh, this is apparently his farewell. This is his retirement, which, I would not count the eggs before they're hatched on this one. I expect Joey Gatz to be around Tecmo for a long time.
He may be the Brett Favre of Tecmo in that he retires and then unretires more than anybody else.
If he starts hawking
there's
copper
no
fit,
denying his.
If he starts hawking copper fit and Levi jeans, I am not buying in. 2nd down and 4.
I mean, what better spokesman could you hope for than Joey Gatz?
I don't think they make a belt that'll tighten his pants.
Written all over him.
1st down and 10 on a little
The man was
dink.
The man was built for coronavirus. It's like his normal look is the coronavirus look.
Chris Spielman with the drone sack. Joey Gatz looking at 2nd and 19. Let's see if the JJ comes to play here.
Yeah, with this long of yardage, you're probably not going to grind your way to 19 yards with Herschel Walker.
No, he could have taken a
Apparently
shot
he wants to take a 5-yard gain with Wilson. I mean, he must be planning on going for it on 4th down here if that was his play there.
Oh, overthrow pick, not a good choice. The RB2 was open. He could have made it 4th and manageable. But anyway, turnover. Shield here in the driver's seat, up a touchdown. Melgray's in bad condition. James Wilder's in good. Everyone else seems to be in average that matters.
Yeah, so one of the things I'm doing here during my COVID experience, I'm running a comm sim of the entire season. We're in week 6 here. I don't know what I'm watching here. Jets against Browns. Jets are up 7-0. It's kind of fun to watch the computer go at it, see what happens. But yeah, with Shield up now, he's getting any points on the board here puts him in a firm driver's seat.
Good QB scramble there, getting 6 yards on 1st down, 2nd and 4.
What weird things are you doing to entertain yourself, Troy?
I'm running a tournament and entertaining 64 players. I don't know if they're entertained or not. I'm trying to. And there's another fumble backwards to bounds about the 4-yard line, 1st and goal. I will say they put it out the 5-yard line, 1st and goal from the 5 for the Shield.
I tell you what, this last year, I mean, Shield's a solid player, but he seems to have had the lucky horseshoe up his ass because a lot of fumbles gone his way. I've seen a lot of things go his way in tournaments like this. And when you're playing well and you're getting the luck, there's really nothing to stop you.
Sometimes it's a psychological thing, but you get up like this, and a lot of times players will start shutting it down, and I think you got to stay aggressive, knowing who's on the other end of this. I mean, I don't know if there's a better JJ player as player 2 than Joey Gatz as far as the deep ball's concerned.
Absolutely. Yeah, you got to just put the step on the throat, here.
Nice return by Walker. 40, 45, 50, cross the 50, 45, 40, 35. Wow, all the way to the 30, was it 26-yard line? Wow.
Yeah, he didn't get out of bounds at the end there with I mean, obviously I'm guilty of this as everyone is, but you have a
Walker's
huge
get a house
return like
call.
that. Yeah, you want to make sure you get out of bounds in a run like that because there's nothing more demoralizing than to have that great return and then have it fumbled away. But it worked out for him here, and Gat's back in the game.
That did not take long. The return in one offensive play, and it's 14-7. All the pressure back on the Shield.
Yeah, he's got some time here. Especially with Gray and Sanders, they could bust a long run, and even if you get 3 on the board before the half, you'd feel fantastic being up 10, even up 7 at the half. Even though you're kicking off, you're still in the driver's seat. So as long as he doesn't, really bungle it up here and
pass one here,
turn the ball over, he's in good shape.
Boy, a lot of guys like to sit on that pass one in this situation. They do not want to give up that play.
That's right. Keith Millard with the sack there. When I was younger, I thought Keith would be a good name for a kid. If I ever have a boy, maybe I name him Keith. Then I went to college with a guy named Keith, and he was like total douche, and I was like, I can't name my kid Keith anymore. For everyone that has kids, like naming kids is like the funniest things. There are so many things that disqualify a kid's name from being part of the equation. Nice job here getting into field goal.
Joe Pasta's got a list.
Oh,
no more last names as first names.
I looked at your kids' names, and I was like, "This is the ultimate Joe Pasta hate list," because you've got 2 kids that have last names as first names. Isn't that right?
They got 3. Got 2 presidents and an actor.
What are your names?
17-7 here. We got
like
a Carter, a Jackson, and a Keaton.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's like the Joe Pasta, triple threat right there. Nice job getting the field goal there by the Shield. As much as I like to rib him, he's a great player, great dude. Really appreciate all the chances I get to interact with him. Same with Gats. They've both come to the Kumite a lot, and I just can't express my thanks enough for when those guys show up to a tournament and really make it a real fun experience for everybody.
Cheerleaders blowing a kiss. They let halftime transpire. Thank you. What'd you see in that first half?
Well, Shield did a great job and getting that defensive stop, and then, really right at the end of the half there to get up 10 puts them big time in the driver's seat. Although, you can't be too sure with Gats. Last time I played him at Kumite, I think I had a 14-0 lead on him. I was Miami, he was Tampa, and he came back to beat me, utilizing that JJ with Vinny and so forth. So with the team he's got the ability to quick strike. We'll see if he sort of goes that route or not with AC.
Nice dive on that last play by the Shield, but a nice underneath completion by Joey Gatz for a first down. 3:54 Tecmo time here. Hasn't had the ball that often, so we don't really know what's working, what isn't just yet. 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, you're right. He's really only had maybe 1 or 2 possessions so far. You're right. It's been mainly a Shield game here. So nice run here, and you got to expect that Gatz is going to put it in there. And if he gets a touchdown, that puts the heat right on the Shield. When you're playing someone like Joey Gatz, you never want to give him the ball with a chance to take the lead. So
nice job by the Shield there, bottling up that play.
The heat is on. Mm-hmm.
Crossfield to Carter. Carter runs out of bounds on a first down. Joey Gatz on that pass 4. And he's just taking what the defense is giving him, but he's doing really well on his choices.
Yeah, folks, you see him running out of bounds there. That's what you got to do. You don't want to risk the fumble when you don't have to. And he had his first down. And, now you got a fresh set of downs. And just go with what you're given.
Carter with the completion. Is there going to be a grapple? Yes, there is. He's taken down short of the marker. 3rd down and 3. And let's see if there's a JJ.
I really admire the
here.
people that can do that with getting the diver on the man defender. That's such a good skill.
Oh, left him stationary in the end zone there. The RB1 was running there, and that's a touchdown. So Herschel Walker gets his 2nd score. Wade Wilson, rest his soul. And it's a 1-score game.
Yeah, this next drive is the drive of the game here. We'll see what Shield's able to do. Still a lot of time, so even if he drives down and gets a field goal to go up 6, he still could have tried for one more drive. But he's really hoping to punch it in, and if he gets a touchdown in this drive, that kind of be curtains for most people. But maybe Joey Getz has a little magic in him. But a touchdown here would be pretty much the game.
So the Shield's showing that he can move the ball. For the most part, it's just been in moderate chunks here, with the exception of that play right before the end of half. He hasn't taken any deep shots. He's been relying on the QB scramble. Gets out of bounds wisely, 2nd down and 2. And with a good Pete, I think leading at 38 maximum speed is the way to go here.
Yeah, it's like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, calling defensive plays.
Zigging, zagging. The Shield is loose. 40. 35-30. And out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Huge gain for the Shield. The 39-second time remaining in the third.
Yeah, apparently the reason Gatz is threatening retirement is because he can't out-tap anybody, which is too bad because he used to be such a good player without having the taps at all.
Well, you can't out-tap anyone if you don't push the buttons. You got to push the buttons down.
That's true. But if you know that you're dominated, why even bother?
Someone could drop their controller. Maybe they're drinking a beer. Maybe they underestimate you. 17-14. We saw that Darth Rockman suffered that earlier this season. So, welcome to the fourth quarter, 2nd and 5. 3-point lead for the Shield. Run 3 is the call. And the dive tackle keeps him out of the end zone. It's critical that he does here.
Nice job on that dive tackle. Yeah, 3rd and 1, big play. Even here, if you have to settle for a field goal, you see you get a called play or something. Oh
my goodness.
Nice
I thought we
job.
might see a fumble there. 4th down and 2. Field goal doesn't help you a whole ton here, but...
Well, the only reason I like the field goal there...
Oh, my goodness. Here comes Sanders. Touchdown.
My
Shield.
Gosh. Holy smoke. Was that a called play? What was that?
It looked like it, and he just got away and took it to the house. Barry Sanders.
That was unexpected. But yeah, even if he had settled for a field goal there with over 4 minutes to go, if Gatz does get the touchdown, you could even sell out and just make him get the touchdown real early, give you a chance to get down there for the field goal. But now, obviously, you're very happy to be up 10, and things are looking really bad for Joey Gatz.
Pass 4 is the call. He's going to have to go back and be here. This is really, you're out of options. Going up to Steve Jordan wants it all.
Gatz is one of the best at the back and B.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh. Jordan.
Yeah, I'm going to the shotgun formation.
This has got to be good.
And he's in the end zone, Joey Gatz, with the touchdown. This is huge.
You're not going to keep him down forever. But now, what has he got? About 2 minutes to go? A minute? Yeah, a little over 2 minutes. What do you do here? Do you kick short? Do you kick long? I'd probably kick it deep if it were me. He's kicking short, saving the time.
2:06 here. Pete isn't good. Gatz actually did what he had to do there. There's over 2 minutes left. You can play defense here and try to play for a deep shot.
You give up one first down, you give up a field goal. That's not a big deal. That's a win there. You take the possible fumble. Didn't happen, but
called play. 3rd down and 2. This is huge. Single back, top hash mark.
Down territory. Definitely 4 down territory here for the Shield.
He's got Richard Johnson in the middle of the field. Tap, tap, tap. Tries to break away. Still running away from the pack. Gets out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
Nice job getting out of bounds there. Utilizing the high receptions. Low MS, but what are you going to do?
runs that out of bounds here. This is, for some reason, I feel a lot of deja vu. The Shield played a game against Regulator where he was too close, decided to punt the ball. Wow, look at him run around dodging players. Oh, he fumbles the ball on a called play.
Wasting time here.
Oh, my gosh, Merriweather's got it. This might be a house call. 30. 10.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, no.
Pending a return, this is the end of the game for the Shield. Are you kidding me? Oh, my Lord.
Goodness. I was just about to say all Shield has to do here is call a run to Barry, run backwards, waste a bunch of time until you're into punting time, and you've got the game locked up. But that didn't happen, and wow, Joey Gatz just with a miracle win here. You hate to see it as a guy who, Joey Gatz being one of the most accomplished players of all time. That's just the kind of wins that someone like that will get. And wow, Shield's just got to be kicking himself over letting that one get away. But what a Tecmo way to end things. And one of the greatest ever is moving on. And Shield, this is not the last time I assume we'll hear from him, because he's been having a great year and he's been playing great. I'm sure he'll have a good run in the losers bracket. Well,
let's hope this doesn't derail his season, because my goodness, that was he had all the momentum he needed coming into this thing, and he was buying a bunch of time. I mean, he was moving around great with Pete there, but just the worst possible time to take a sack with a called play there. So for Thule, this is Trojan. Thank you for watching this game. I've got one more for you. Hang tight. We are back. It's Trojan 1979 here on the Retro Sports Gamer channel with the Retro Sports Gamer Tom. How's it going?
I'm here to drink beer and kick some ass, and I'm all out of beer.
That is a damn tragedy. Primetime and Red 98 set out doing battle. Two really fantastic players here in the last game that we're going to show you this week in the opening round of the double elimination portion of the bracket. So we have a matchup of Bengals and Rams. Red 98 going with the Rams. Primetime called this matchup. Don't see it a ton, but this is actually a rematch. If you were to go back in the first Tecmo Milwaukee tournament that ever happened, however, the Rico ended up taking the Bengals, if memory serves. But anyway, these are two fun teams to play with, but defense can be a challenge for the Rams. But what else should the viewers look out for?
Well, I like this matchup a lot. I think typically the Rams are an underrated team. They have probably the fifth best offense in the game. The Rams, they don't have a ton on defense, like you said, but I think they have enough, especially in the defensive backfield, to guard the receivers. It just comes down to if they could stop Brooks.
Here's pass one. Esiason wants Holman, and Holman decides to run to the hot dog vendor. Second down and 10.
So the Rams have a couple DBs that are pretty solid, and they're on opposite sides, which is nice. They're not the fastest.
Huge
here
gain
we got
here.
Brooks on a big run.
Yeah, that was really nice.
MS.
He was really nice. He just attacked the line of scrimmage and let that fly.
Yeah, it was a nice play. We got the good old run 3.
Oh, you talk about Brooks getting loose, and here he goes, 20. 15, can he get to the end zone before the pack gets up? And no, he puts it on the ground, bouncing around. There's a lot of blue around. And picked up in the end zone. Should be a touchback. It is. Huge break for Red 98.
Yeah, Primetime was cruising down the field, doing everything right. Made some great cuts in that run and fumbles right there on the 3-yard line. Tough break.
So here's Buford McGee. Nowhere to go. Second down and 10.
That's another weapon the Rams have. Buford McGee. He's got good hands out of the backfield. 44 MS. Gives you a good second back to put with Gary. They can really attack you from everywhere offensively.
Redirect and completes to Flipper Anderson. Here he goes. Flipper Anderson having the all-time receptions record, if I remember correctly. First down and 10.
That was a little bit of a dangerous pass. Fulcher was pretty close to that one. He snuck it in, picked up some yards. Oh, great pass progressions.
All the way back to Flipper and gets the first down. So just short of the 50, Red 98 said Hutt moving the ball well.
what he did there, he got him to go up and then came right back down to the same receiver he was sitting on.
And here's a
Here's
bump for
McGee.
Buford McGee. Runs straight and gets out of bounds. That was strange. He could have gotten another 10 yards probably, but decided to take it out there.
Yeah, I've seen Lou do that a time or two. Not sure what the reasoning is. But
Second down and 4 on that 6-yard run. I don't know if he's playing. He's trying to carve up so much time now that he's got the extra possession. Once the JJ's got the JJ and he's got a touchdown. Red 98.
yeah, didn't show much resistance defensively. The Rams are tough to stop. There was that one play where Fulcher was kind of close to Anderson on the cross route, but that was easy drive, 7-0. Tough break for prime time to start. Let's see how he recovers.
Full meter kick by Lansford. 7-0 game. Here comes Icky Woods in his cold cuts out of the back of the end zone. Here come the Rams trying to stop him.
I always get nervous with the Bengals with Icky Woods back there because Red 98 and his brother Mort, they're big proponents of him fumbling a lot, and ever since they said that, I've seen it quite a bit. But he holds on to that one.
Forced throw there by Primetime. Not sure if that was just a missed tab. Welcome to the second quarter. 7-0. Red 98 over Primetime. Was looking at 2nd and 10 from the top hash mark. Short of the 15. Here comes Brooks on the run 3. Through the pack, just short of the marker. 3rd down and 2.
And let's see who this time Lou using Newsom on the bottom because he figured he guessed the play, and he did. And now Primetime feeling the heat, going for 4th and 7, huge down.
Play. Wants Holman, and he's got an overthrow pick there. And just locked up, and finally Newman breaks free, trying to get to the ends, or excuse me, out of bounds, and does at the 31. 1st down and 10. Red 98 now with the opportunity to go for the second score.
He's trying to take command here. Big run by Gary. Oh, I thought he was out of bounds.
Yeah, he got close there, and that's a guy you don't want to leave in the field of play with his ball control. 1st down and 10.
He does have that low ball control. That is true. I usually leave him in because he's pretty decently fast with 50 MS.
Chris Everett running around. Oops, sorry, Jim, 2nd and 8.
Ooh. You get tackled for that one.
Here's that offset eye pitch. Gary just short of the end zone, but gets a 1st down. 1st and goal from the 2.
He's only got that one offset eye play, but versus the Rams, you could get away with running a lot because you're always worried about the pass.
Run 3 to Buford McGee. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Red 98. And this lead is getting, sir, just you don't want to be behind 2 touchdowns against Red 98.
Well, it's still very early. He had the balls of steel there with the run 3. I always love when guys do that because you figure that's the one they're going to guess. But he goes for it. He gets it. And he's up 14-0. But Primetime's a great player. And he has tons of time to come back.
Icky Woods keeping in the middle of the field, really risky there. Primetime looking at his conditions. Both his quarterback and his starting running back are in good condition, so that'll help.
2-minute drill. He needs a touchdown on this drive, ideally. He doesn't get the ball back at halftime, but he has David Fulcher on the other side of the field. So he's just got to take it one step at a time. Step number 1, Boomer brings him down for a score.
Pro set formation, top hash mark. Newsom on defense, runs right to the bottom. He's got a cavalcade of blockers. Nice maneuvering and a great dive by Red 98, 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, and sometimes it's harder to dive with guys that aren't as fast like that, but Lou with a nice dive. Oh, another good defensive play by Lou. Gets his hands in there with Kevin Green.
Back to the pro set pass. It looks like going for Brown and covered incomplete. 4th down and 6. That was pass 2.
It's not going well for Primetime, but he just needs a big play here on 4th down.
Goes cross field to Woods. He's got him, and he's got the 1st down out of bounds, short of the 50. 56 seconds, Tecmo time remaining here. He needs to get on the board.
Lou tried to get him to panic a little bit. He did not, and he hit the wide open receiver.
Yeah, it looks like Sison was really flying on the ground there with the 25 maximum speed. Would have been hard to stop him short of the marker if he went after the tight end. And here comes Brooks, 30. 20 out of bounds at the 19.
He had to kind of go out of bounds there. He's going to see if he can maybe break
He's
one.
throw to the bottom here, rush it in.
Wow, he's passing.
He's got Brown in the end zone, touchdown.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you can't cover. You can't cover those three receivers with anyone in that secondary. You have to be call pass in that situation.
That is true. I think he knew that. Boomer's got that fast passing speed too. He got that one in there. Lou was nowhere to be found with his Rams defender.
My guess is maybe Lou was trying to keep him to a field goal, or thought maybe the run was going to be a problem. In any event, I'm going to guess Lou is just going to run out of bounds here, and he does. So welcome to halftime, 14-7. Got a good ball game here. Primetime definitely is still in it, but he's going to need to get some breaks here.
Yeah, I was surprised that Lou called a run there. There you kind of just give them the run if they want it, if they're going to go for the field goal. But he gave him the pass, and now it's 14-7. But he is the Los Angeles Rams, and he has a great offense, and he's getting the ball back. So all he has to do is just keep scoring touchdowns.
That's a good strategy in any matchup, right? Just keep scoring touchdowns.
Yeah, with some teams it's easier than others to do, though.
This is very true.
And with the Rams, whenever there's a controller in my hands, and
Gaston Green in excellent.
Yeah.
I wish you left that up a little longer, guys. If you ever get your guys in excellent, give the fans a little chance to go lose their mind a little bit. Come on, shake the man boobs a little bit. First down and 10.
I'm too excited about the conditions. I got to be honest.
You know,
I don't even check them most games.
That's why you and I are terrible Tecmo players.
I wouldn't say terrible, but yeah, we should definitely check conditions.
Everyone's getting way better, and we're not. Second down and 9.
Yeah, there's some good players out there for sure.
Lucky for me, I have an excuse. I do all the announcing, and I can avoid all the dramas. First down and 10.
Well, the emotions don't run as high when you're doing the commentating. It's mostly excitement for the game, as you see Henry Ellard here.
Yeah, you got that auto dive going. That was nice. Huge gain there. A first down. The one thing I'm just noticing there, I'm not sure. Tap off. Lou's got to Green. He's zigzagging way too early. I don't know what the reason for that is. There's like there's an approach on those drone defenders, and that's when you want to do it. And you end up losing speed when you keep zigzagging. I guess it's not going to matter. He's going to score a touchdown. But
No,
I guess we've seen that like 3 times where he's zigzagging too early. Same thing happened with Primetime. He gave up a touchdown because he was zigzagging before the defenders were there. But anyway, Red 98 takes expands his lead. 2-touchdown lead here, 20-7. Here comes the extra point. It's not blocked, 21-7.
It is a skill that you lose when you don't play the computer a lot, because when you play the computer, you have that zigzag down pat. But when you're got a human defender on the other side, they throw that zigzag off a little bit, and then you kind of lose it playing human players all the time. That's why it's important to do your drills like Mort does in his Tecmo 101s, long runs. He just did like multiple videos. I got to be ready for the tournament. And sometimes you don't
wants Eddie Brown cross field. He gets the diving grab.
Wow.
That's horseshit. First down, prime time. He'll take it.
Pretty much. Triple coverage.
We love you, prime time, but that was horseshit.
He deserves a couple breaks though after his big fumble to start the game, so he can't be too mad at Tecmo for that one.
Second down and 1 after the scramble. Call play. And Lou doing the good job here of, say, you got to beat me on the ground here.
And that he's going to try to do here.
Oh, and I mean, that's why you take a chance, but that's a good spot for a pass 3.
Yeah, He called his bluff, but here's a big play, Esiason.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
You know, Red 98 had his drone there, and he moved him to the last moment and took himself out of position. Nice play by Primetime.
Primetime, when his back's up against the wall, he's coming through big time. He's clutch.
He's throwing dimes, gunslinging.
Yeah.
It's a good game
And
here,
you can do
14-21 here in the third.
That is what's tough about this matchup. Boomer's passing speed wins out on these defensive backs.
We already see the onside kick. I'm pretty sure that was intentional.
Yeah. It didn't seem like he had any meter at all. Might have been intentional. It's good for the time on the clock right now.
Gaston Green, see if he remains in excellent, but gets the first down for Red 98. Welcome to the fourth quarter, 21-14.
And the Rams kicker sucks, and it's tougher to kick online, so the onside kick, definitely a good call, even if he didn't plan it.
Yeah, Lansford's a hot pile of garbage. There's no doubt in that. All right, so Gaston Green, only 1 yard that time, 2nd and 9, and the timeouts are being taken.
Bottled up in the middle. Sometimes when guys are up a touchdown,
Hellard, as he got him overthrown, that would have been a touchdown. 3rd down and 9.
Defense was right there, even if it was there. I don't know what if it would have been a completion. Good defense there by Primetime.
Coming underneath is Red 98, and it's dropped. The throw was there, and now you just kind of called it before. Here comes Lansford.
Yeah, he kind of got screwed on that one. He was open, and he just missed
Lansford.
it. Not surprised he's thinking about not going for the field goal.
Oh, well, here we go.
But he is anyways. Let's see what happens.
Fast meter, can he adjust to the online? Oh, it's too high. This will be wide right.
Dun, 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 dun.
So, kids at home, you want to aim it for the finger, center on with a finger for the holder. That's where you want it to be, and you can be slightly below if you're at the top hash marker, slightly above if you're at the bottom. But if you have too much variance from that, you're going to miss it. So, 2nd down and 4. Primetime in a spot here. You could tie the game up.
Prime time. Let's go. Let's get this in overtime.
Wants the Eddie Brown horseshoe again. He's got it, 10. And not sure what that was about unless he's just trying to waste more time.
Boomer is just throwing unbelievable balls across field. Supreme accuracy.
And Brooks takes it on that play. So I'm certain Primetime could have scored in that last play if he just moved his defender away from those drones. But he's about to tie the game here with an extra point.
Yeah, these guys are so skilled on offense. I don't think they're worried too much about going out of bounds if they don't think they could get it. 4 plays from the 3 for him. He's going to score, most likely.
Excuse me, adjusting the microphone a little bit here. So, long way to go here for Red 98. He's got 2:50 remaining. Yeah, plenty of time. Here's run 3. And, the chop block is missed. That would have been huge.
Looking like he could have, got a 2-touchdown lead, but now he's still where he wants to be. Big first down there. Got plenty of time on the clock. Anytime he wants to, he could take a big shot up to Henry Ellard or Flipper Anderson. We'll see what he does with this drive.
Green running away, and here he goes again. 40. Across the 50. Across the 40. 35-30, and out of bounds at the 28-yard line. First down, Red 98. And
huge run.
We'll see if he can get a touchdown or hold it down to a Lansford attempt, but I don't think you want to put your trust in that. Gets the auto dive to Gaston Green. If he wants it, he should be able to score. No, he cannot. Wow, he looks like the drones got there in a hurry. First down and 10 for Red 98.
Green going in excellent has been a huge boost for Lou. He's going to him quite a bit here in the second half.
Buford McGee, tap off, gets the bump. There's a lot of drones there, and he gets in the end zone. Nice cutback by Red 98, and he gets it with Buford McGee.
Ran it that time down the field. He knew that he was probably going to get away with runs, and he keeps running at Fulcher, and he gets in the end zone pretty easily there. Did it with a little bit too much time on the clock. Primetime is going to have a few chances to answer here.
Here comes Woods out of the end zone. Oh, no. That ended quickly. That's almost to his advantage, though. You want to get these guys down the field as soon as you can. I wonder if we'll see a Wilhelm sighting at all. Well, James Brooks in good condition here.
I think we probably will see Wilhelm. A lot of players run that run 3 to get some room there.
Well, he does not have Brooks going deep, which is probably a mistake.
He's going to have the time, though, for the heave, so let's see what happens.
Wants
It's
Brown.
up to Eddie Brown.
You know, this looks pretty good. Are you shitting me? He's got the diving grab from Eddie Brown. What a game. What a game.
Wow.
Frickin'
You know what?
Boomer.
He said Boomer's been hitting for him all game. No way he's taking him out. Brown's been hot. No reason to mess around and put Brooks there.
Do you want
28,
overtime?
28.
We got overtime.
We're going to overtime.
Overtime.
These players are not disappointing.
Well, Red 98, with all this bullshit, is still going to have a chance to bring this back. So we'll see how he does at this first possession.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like he's had the upper hand ever since that big fumble in the first quarter. But Primetime just keeps battling back. He had that one big stop where he missed a field goal. And now this is where we're at, overtime. He's maybe thinking about onside it, just drinking a beer. I don't know. Potty break.
You know, after that, I mean, it's kind of like smoking a cigarette after sex. I mean, so sometimes you just, you know, I mean, I don't smoke, but I understand it, the cultural reference.
Yeah. It's like, hey, let me just take a breath of fresh air after that bomb.
Who's that guy in the Cosme party that does the Macho Man voice? Because we got to get him in here one of these days.
Oh, that's Alex.
Oh, I know you do a good one too, but just while we're doing the commentary, he can just kick in randomly with Macho Man references.
Yeah, I'm sure you'd like to do that. That would be fun.
Just snuck that one in there. Primetime played it well, but there is a completion and a first down for Red 98. He has some room to run now.
Yeah, he needed that space. There was an opportunity there. Called play.
Kevin Walker, drone sack, and just for everyone at home, first points wins it here. If we do go into a second overtime, then Primetime would get the opening kickoff and the game would continue. There would just be a brand new kickoff. So 3rd down and 5. We don't play any of that modern NFL where you get a field goal, the other team gets a chance to possess the ball kind of stuff.
Right, yeah. First score wins. Do or die.
Nice defense by Primetime there. Just nowhere for Red to go. And I would say he's probably going for it here.
Yeah, with the Rams offense, he's got to figure he could get 6 yards.
This will be huge.
Doesn't want to leave it up to his defense.
Run 3. Oh, boy, this is ballsy. Cuts it back inside. Here comes Gaston Green. The drones are there. And
Nice
it's a first
move.
down.
It looked like, Primetime had it bottled up pretty good, and he could have ran into some drone defenders. It didn't happen.
Nice dive by Primetime there. Excellently done. I think that's what he wanted to do last time on that 4th down play.
Got it done here, but the Rams, with more downs to go, is dangerous.
Eller taken down in the field of play short of the marker. No fumble.
And the thing about Lou, he's a very conservative player. I mean, even though he has the Rams, we really haven't seen him throw deep the whole game, really.
Out of bounds there on the run. Buford McGee takes it to the top hash mark. Fulcher on defense. One-on-one situation. Tackle is broken. Tap off winner by Red 98. Here he goes. 30. 25. Zigging, zagging. And this is going to be a house call touchdown ball game. Red 98.
I'm really surprised that Primetime went and tried to tackle him head on because he was losing the taps earlier in the game. He was close there. It was 12-11 on the taps, but overall it didn't pay off and it led to the leading touchdown. Gaston Green, man, going in excellent condition, tearing it up, 152 on the ground.
You don't see
No
that
one
too
saw that
often.
coming.
I mean, 225 altogether with all the rushing for the Rams. Cincinnati 260 through the air. Normally you see those numbers flipped with these teams, but you normally see James Brooks and Esiason going off for big rushing yards. But man, what a game!
Yeah, you know what? With players that are highly skilled, which all the players left are,
Amen.
what you see is a guy like Fulcher with high skilled players. You think he would have a bigger impact on the game, but he really didn't. And I see that more often than not now. When the skill level's so high, even the elite defenders that are manned aren't making a huge impact on the game.
Well, I think we know that Fulcher is positioned, unfortunately, at that bottom safety, which means you can run at him, and that can cause some challenges because the blocking goes in his direction. So, but yeah, great game here. Thanks everyone for watching. We're gonna have the scores for you right after this. Thanks Tom for calling, and thanks everyone else in the prior games for calling. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hang tight.